Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Livingston again, and for this final video that I will be dedicating to the month of love, February in 2026, I shall be doing a video on the first episode of the first season of the show that introduced everyone's favorite redhead, the I Love Lucy show. And the name of this first episode is actually not in the main registry of the show. This is actually a lost pilot episode. Oddly enough, called the lost pilot episode of I Love Lucy. And we have quite a few things that set the bar for the rest of the show's history. Again, Bruce Ball wanted to be the star of the show. Dizzy Arnaz being played by playing a character called Ricky Ricardo, who owns like a nightclub in New York City. The name is a bit offhand, but it's something like the Coca Cabana. Anyway, he does his famous songs in there, like Babaloo, Cubic Cabby, and Continental. In there is some of the show's famous comedy too, like we have a black and white classic of the 1950s sitcom era, and they like to make fun of Lucy wanting to become part of the show, and Ricky told him now he can't do it, and then Ricky trademark always getting so angry at Lucy that he ends up going into full Spanish mode. And it's still yelling at her. Also, there's very much slapstick and all that. But before I get into that, I gotta say that we're in for a treat in this one, because they say that in the beginning of the episode, in a text call, that because this is like a lost episode, the audio and the beginning video of it is lost time, or it's been very badly damaged for some reason. So the main narrator, Bob Lamond or Lamode, has gracefully stepped in after 50 years to do the narration again for the show. So, very good job for that. Although I'm sure he's deceased at this point, so RIP. So anyway, we get a little bit of introduction to New York City at the time by using a nice painting that and they zoom in on one building, and the building looks like a model of a sort, like 160, like 1,000 model of the real city of New York City. And the show each hand coming through the window said, no, the wrong window, try the other one. So the hand does that, and it oddly resembles the old cartoon. Can't remember which one, but it reminded me of that, with the hand and the arm and such like that. So then we get Ricky Ricardo waking up, and all nice and like 11 a.m. because it's daylight, and they don't believe in mornings like 7 in the morning or whatever. or before that. So that they show Ricky waking up very nice and, like you would expect her to do. But then, when it comes time for his wife to wake up Lucy, she ends up doing the comedy bit that she's tired, cranky, and she doesn't look shit. And then she goes into she goes check up on herself in the mirror, and she's actually freaked out because in the mirror it's kind of like a bloodshot, you know, not attractive woman. She got put on her face, even though her hair is pretty nice, neat, and this would be funny. But there's no Ethel or no Fred Mertz in this episode, probably because it was said so early and they didn't have anything established yet for the other characters. So, but there is like I guess there's a manager or a business partner because he comes into the thing. And then they show the act that Rookie's gonna have at the club that night, which is a clown show. And we all gotta appreciate the clowns acting in it, because I feel like clowns are underappreciated in cinema and TV shows, especially nowadays where everyone always portrays clowns as being evil, disgusting, or somehow disturbing. Well, these guys do a pretty job of it. And so does Lucy when she imitates a clown later on to get into Ricky's show. But yeah, let me just say that Ricky Ricardo, when he gets all dressed up and is ready to go work, he really reminds me of my grandfather on my dad's side. And Lucy obviously resembles my own mother. And she based some of her jokes and some of her humor and some of her facial expression on Lucy Ball. So I got a lot to thank for that. Because let's put it this way, Lucy is the classic icon of comedy for a reason. She's funny, she's pretty, and she got feet like pizza pies. I don't know when that one's gonna come out, but let me just say with this DVD collection, it has the famous episode where Lucy goes to do a commercial for Vitamin Vegemin. And I don't know if that one is in the season, mean it's so early, but I hope it is. Because that's a funny episode. They also have here images of future episodes to come. Again, I don't know if they're gonna be in this season or not, but well, has looks like an old head massager on Ricky's head. Again, they got Ethel Mertz, and they got Fred Mertz, and they got Lucy doing some kind of TV commercial with garbage foam on her face. And then they got one with Lucy doing like a ballerina type stretch. And then they got the other one with Lucy in like an Indian costume, like Indian, and she looked so pretty in it. I must admit. But I don't know if they're gonna be on in this season. Yeah. Anyway, this was hilarious because in one part of the episode, the clown injured himself on one of the rehearsals for Ricky's show. So he go to the guy's apartment, Ricky's apartment, to heal and rest. Which I don't know if that's permissible in today's work environment. You get injured, get sent to the guy's house, your boss's house. That doesn't jive too well. But in this case, it goes because of the t-shirt we expect. We can't laugh dry. So anyway, also to note is that there's no music to it either. And the heart symbol looks like regular cartoon heart, not the one that's exploded into like a blob in the movie in the rest of the show. And there's no da 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 da, that one. And this episode is kind of on the primitive side. And what I mean by that is that everything's like not up to par for what it will become. But because this is the pilot episode, the trial episode, see if everything sticks. And then they would develop it later on. Also to note is that in this episode, toward the end, they have Lucy in the old-fashioned maternity outfit that she uses for when she gives the news to Ricky that they're gonna be a father and mother. They're gonna be parents to the little bouncing baby boy, Ricky Jr. And they even make fun of that too in this episode because at the end they show that Lucy has like a spot for Ricky. And close your eyes, he will get bigger prize. It turns out to be his favorite meal that he prepared for him, rather than a baby or something else. So anyway, she talked over with the clown and wants to take over in his position as the clown, the entertainment for the show. So he agrees to it without letting Ricky know about it, of course. So then they end up doing the clown bit with her in the role. Ricky's doing the show and he's like looking at her like, Lucy, you got something to do. Yes, in one part of the episode, just thing that she's very famous for not being allowed in this show. And it's funny, right now, when the announcer in the beginning says to everyone in the audience, Ricky Ricardo is known for singing, for performing, for entertaining people at his club, and his wife is known for her very luxurious red hair. That's it. So even the announcer guy is funny. It's all in this. So anyway, she does a little joke stick with him, and she does a handkerchief move where she gives him her hand, he takes it, then she lets go, and the hand keeps coming out of the sleeve up until there's not left. It's just funny. Also, the way she's made up kind of looks like um Harpo Marx from the Marx Brothers. And I know it's probably because they were around in a similar time period, but it's still funny. And also, it looks like a homeless bum in there too, which goes along with the clown theme. But in any case, another very funny part is when she's playing up fake cello, and she takes the bow and she shoots the bowstring, the bow rod at Ricky. It almost hits its butt. And so he's grabbing his butt area as he's dodged the attack, as he's speaking to his bandmates. And that's very, very funny. I definitely love this show. I think he said something about, like, okay, you can be a part of the show, you're funny. And this show is just so iconic, so hilarious. Even in the pilot episode, the one that I ain't see yet. And I'm sure that there are going to be many, many other episodes in this series, in this show, that I haven't seen, but I know that a lot of, like this one. And I highly recommend you see it. You can probably find parts of it. We'll hold it online somewhere. But yeah, definitely worth it to see it. I definitely like this year and more of this show. It's so wonderful, so funny. Even today in 2026, it should have been out for like what, 50 plus years. So yeah, it's pretty worth it. And don't worry about it being black and white, because you guys will definitely find it funny. When Lucy's little areas, Dizzy is funny as all hell too. You're definitely gonna enjoy it. I guarantee it. Let's see here, let's see now, I thank you for watching my video on the very first episode of season 1 of the I Love Lucy TV show called the Lost pilot episode of I Love Lucy. This will be my last video for the month of love stick I do, and it's for February of 2026 time. But now that I started this whole thing with Lucy Joe, I will definitely continue whenever I feel like it, and whenever I can. Because it's just so damn funny. My parents love it. Your grandparents probably love it. My grandparents loved it. And everybody else. There's nobody who doesn't like this show at least a little bit. You have to be really, really stupid not to find this funny. I don't care what you are. It's in the test of time. It's great. It's wonderful. It's groovy. It's whatever. You have to have a stone cold heart to not like this show. And that's why I'm going to give this episode and the whole show a happy face seal approval. And I should tell you that this show has like 200 plus episodes, so So it's gonna take a long time to get through all of them, but I'm looking forward to it. I like a challenge. And, let me know what your favorite Lucy moment is. I'm sure there are plenty of you guys share the same ones as me, like the chocolate factory one, the one where she goes vitamin regimen, one where she trusts the elite, among many others. So, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of my channels and stuff, you know, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on videos, but call or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or you can follow me on Twitter, or actually refer it at PNelsonPro. Or you can get my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I salute Lucy. I love this show and Des for making such a wonderful show. A lot of for so long. And that goes for you too. I like him too in this show when he's born. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. I highly recommend this show to you. And peace out, my brothers and sisters. Again, I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in land. Sayonara, tata, and ciao ciao.